Deep in the heart of the jungle lived a clever monkey named Max. Max loved to swing from the vines. He loved to eat juicy mangoes. Most of all, he loved an adventure. One day, Max found a shiny object hidden beneath some leaves. It was a mirror. This was no ordinary mirror. It sparkled with a strange magic. Max looked into the mirror. He saw himself, but he also saw something more. He saw his own potential for courage and kindness. Max held the mirror carefully. He knew this was a special find. He felt a surge of responsibility. This mirror held a certain power. Max wanted to use it for good. He wanted to help his friends and family. Max decided to keep the mirror safe. He tucked it into a pouch made of leaves. He knew it would come in handy someday. Life in the jungle was usually peaceful. The monkeys swung from the trees, the birds sang their sweet songs. The river flowed steadily, providing water for all. But one day, everything changed. A dark shadow fell over the village. The once vibrant plants began to wither. The once plentiful fruit trees bore no fruit. The animals were scared. The monkeys chattered in fear. The birds flew away in search of food and shelter. The river, once a source of life, was drying up. What was causing this darkness, no one knew. The villagers were desperate. They needed help, but who could help them? Max saw the fear in everyone's eyes. He felt a pang of sadness. He knew he had to do something. Max remembered the magical mirror. Maybe it could help. He decided to venture deep into the jungle. He had to find the source of the shadow. He had to find a way to save his village. The journey was long and difficult. Thorns scratched at Max's fur. The air was thick with worry, but Max pressed on. He had to be brave. He had to be strong. He carried the hopes of his entire village on his small shoulders. He wouldn't give up. Finally, Max found it. The source of the shadow. It was a creature unlike any he had seen before. It was dark and shapeless. It seemed to absorb all light and joy. Max cautiously approached the creature. He held up the magical mirror. The creature looked at its reflection. For the first time, it saw itself not as a monster, but as a being of pure, raw energy. It saw its own sadness, its loneliness. The creature had been misunderstood. It didn't want to cause harm. It simply wanted a place to exist. Max understood. He had seen the creature's true self in the mirror. He knew it wasn't evil, just lost and alone. Max reached out a hand towards the creature. He showed the creature its own reflection. He spoke to it with kindness and understanding. He told the creature that it was welcome in the village. The creature was surprised. No one had ever shown it kindness before. It had only known fear and rejection. It lowered its defenses. A gentle light emanated from the creature. The darkness began to recede. The creature followed Max back to the village. The villagers were initially scared, but Max explained what he had learned. He explained that the creature meant no harm. Slowly, the villagers began to understand. They offered the creature food and friendship. The creature, overwhelmed by their kindness, allowed its light to shine through. The darkness completely vanished. The plants sprung back to life. The river flowed freely once more. The village was filled with joy and laughter again. Max had saved his village. He had shown courage and empathy. He had brought everyone together. The creature became a part of their community. It had found a place where it belonged. And Max? He learned that even the smallest among us can make a big difference with a kind heart and a little courage.